A rock star from the recent past has moved on to a much less raucous solo act, and our Tracy Smith has been watching him at work.
In the quiet of a late summer night, the artist is at work. This is sumi-e, the art of Japanese ink painting, equal parts beauty and discipline.
You're a night owl. You usually paint and draw at night?
Yes, nighttime, there's no magic to that. It's simple lack of visual stimulation.
He makes intricate pen and brush images, all of them done freehand in ink made from a centuries-old formula. You may not be familiar with the sumi-e technique, but there's a good chance you've already met the artist in another life. For rock music fans, David Lee Roth needs no introduction. As the original lead singer of the Hall of Fame supergroup Van Halen, he was Diamond Dave on stage, a human cyclone of crazy energy. But the heart of the band was co-founder Eddie Van Halen, who died of cancer earlier this month at age 65, and who was arguably one of the greatest guitarists who ever lived. David Lee Roth performed with Van Halen for the last time in 2015, and shortly after Eddie's death, posted this tweet: "What a long, great trip it's been." These days, at home in California during the pandemic, Roth's artistry is a bit more nuanced. But it didn't come easy. In fact, he spent 2 years in Tokyo trying to master this technique.
I spent the first 6 months painting bamboo because it was in spring, summer. And I said, when are we gonna paint something else? And he looked out the window and said, when the weather changes. And he wasn't kidding. So for about 4 months, we painted a little house with snow on top.
So this is fascinating that you took 2 years of your life and went to Tokyo to study Japanese painting and drawing.
You have a look that is a bit, that's unusual.
That's unusual.
Unexpected,
Both.
okay? Unexpected, is it unexpected good or unexpected eccentric to you? I'm curious.
I think a little bit of both. I think it takes remarkable patience and discipline that most people, let alone a rock star who could be doing a lot of other things, would take the time to do.
If you were a rock star and you had the money to do, let's just add that, to do whatever it is, and beyond all, I've always wanted a giant boat. If you can get past that, what would you use your rock stardom for?
I don't know.
I've always used my celebrity as a passport for travel, and let's go get into it.
And here's something else he got into. In 2004, Roth became a certified EMT, emergency medical technician, in New York City. He was 48 years old, but he says answering life and death emergency calls in the Bronx was the thing in life that made him feel, well, like a rock star.
I wasn't someone until I put on that 511 uniform and went on my first calls. I'm not gonna kid you. I knew I was in for the humbling experience. A white boy rock star thinks what? This is an easy gig?
But you wanted to do it anyway.
Oh, that's extra. You bet.
He also learned that in a crisis, it helps to have a little sense of humor.
That is your only weapon. That is your only life preserver that you can give somebody who thinks they're gonna die. Nobody calls 911 just to wish you happy Hanukkah.
These days, it seems his time as a paramedic is behind him, but Roth is still very much a performer. Before COVID, he'd been touring as a successful solo act, but now he says he's going to take it a little slower.
So you're gonna space it out a little bit.
I'm on my, 45th year? Something like that. It's great to see me, but not every year, like family.
And for now, there's only his solitary art. But just because his medium of the moment is pen and ink, it doesn't mean David Lee Roth will ever lose his voice.
Who has the most impact on history? Government or the historian?
he who tells the story, right?
Hello. That's Yiddish for yo.
So is your art, your visual art, storytelling?
My visual art is complaining. It's graphic therapy. I say through my graphic art everything that a lot of folks say to the TV set when you don't think anybody's actually listening.
You're putting it out there.